From 10 Pins and More at Rio Rancho, we're here for the title matches of today's JBT event. Yes, Brad, you're in the title match. That's your mom bowling for you right now because it's Baker doubles, so they're doing alternating frames essentially. Picking up action here in the 5th frame, it's Brad and Barry Harvey. They're getting 11 pins of handicap. Taking on the top-seeded team of Jonah Seawright, that's him. And Sam Small, that's him. And my tripod broke last week, so I'll try and hold this thing as steady as possible. Hate it when that happens. So Barry's going to do all the odd-numbered frames, while Brad is going to determine his own fate with the even-numbered frames. Oh, and a little bit of deflection there, doesn't carry out the 5, so it's open, giving them 76 through 5. Getting 11 pins gives them 87, which means they trail by 2 pins right now. Brad trying to join his brother as JBT titleists. He's got one. This guy's got none, hoping to change that in the next 10 minutes or so here. The high backswing, the big crankorama from the outside, but doesn't quite get up there. They're on an open frame, so they didn't lose any count. That's good. Decked out in the JBT shirt. Thank you, guys. Have a good one. Decked out in the JBT shirt and the Ebonite raffle winning ball. That's a nice combo. Got a hook. Oh, wow. Bowling on a pretty obviously tricky pattern today because the cut was minus 119. It's a very short pattern. About a 3 to 4:1 ratio on a wood surface, so that changes things a little bit. You see most of the bowlers on the far outside portion of the lane. And somehow I let another lefty on the show here. That's the far outside portion of the lane. That's trusting the ball out there, getting the big strike, and he lets you know about it. This guy has been with us since the very beginning, a big supporter of the tour. We sure do appreciate it. The one and only Steve Mackey. But he's really only over here because he wants to check right now, because he wants to get the heck out of here, but that's all right. I didn't realize this was an all-lefty top-seeded team. Steve, how did we let this happen? Jonah, 4-time champ, right up the edge. Didn't quite get up there for a washout for his team, and he's got to convert this to keep his team in the lead. All yours. Makeable spare for a bowler of Jonah's talent. Just got to get the ball to the right of the head pin, drive it over into the 7, maintain that lead if so. Yeah, exactly like that. In the frame before we started the videotape, he made a 3-9-10, and that time comes out with the washout for 2 huge spares to keep his team in the lead. Nice job. Barry and her 170 average had a high game scratch today of 212. Very nice. 200s were hard to come by today. Not many of them anywhere.
I got 2.
There's only one handicap division team ended up plus today. That was Joan and Sam at plus 22. That was enough to lead. Yes, we're all very proud of you. Thank you very much. You're just gonna keep talking till you got some camera time, weren't you? It's about your brother today. Tricky little 310. I hate this spare. And that's why. It just seems so darn choppable. 103 through 7 now, plus those 11, means they trail by 15 overall. Beg your pardon, more than that, 18. See what Brad has to say about it. 144 JBT average, had a high of 182 today. And that's not going to get up, so it seems like some of the oils migrated a little bit further down the lane with all that ball speed. The ball doesn't read in what we call the middle portion of the lane. As a result, doesn't finish on the back end. That leads to washouts. This actually better situation. The ball hooked so little that it didn't have time to hook at the end and cause a washout. So much more makeable spare, obviously. Let's see if he does make it. There you go. See if Sam can continue to trust that ball way out there. It looked like a great line, but man, you got to really be brave to do that sometimes. Not nearly as far out, and that's the result. He knows it too. Bad shot, Sam. It's coming to himself. And the lefty version of the nightmare split, the 2-7. When I bowl, which is scary enough, the 310 might as well be the 710. It just darned if you do and darned if you don't on this stinking spare. Let's hope that Sam shows us how to make this. Switches balls, and that's the other thing that can happen on that darn split. Open frame closes up this match quite a bit. All of a sudden, the lead shrinks to 2 pins. How quickly it can change in bowling. It's been a while since Jonah's been in the winner's circle. Plenty of top 5s, a couple title matches. He said he was ready for it. Let's see how bad he wants it. This is his last frame of the tournament. Oh, it's right. Oh, but it's far right enough. It says forget those light hits and wash out. I'll just go over to the righty side. He doesn't care. It's a strike. He's happy enough. He'll take it. Absolutely, especially when they're hard like today. That's a big foundation strike for his team too, because they don't lose any more count. Let's see if Barry can counter with one of her own. It's a good ball. Yeah, beautiful shot from Barry. So both 9th frame bowlers do their job, and it's down to the anchor bowlers on each squad. Obviously, this is as close as Brad has been to a title.
Come on, Brad, let's go.
Been very light on his last 2 shots. See if he can make that little adjustment, and it just takes a little adjustment to do it. Here we go. Uh-oh, way left. Way left.
Pick it up. Let's go.
It's so tough when you're in that must-strike situation and you've missed the head pin right the last 2 frames that the tendency is to do exactly what he just did and overcompensate to the left. It's still a makeable spare here. If he marks, he essentially forces Sam to mark. A little extra time here, I like that. Yeah. Pressure spare there. There's a couple people holding their breath on either side of me here watching that one.
Is that a question after later?
Sure. The count ball here really important too, since it's only a 2-pin match, but it's 2 pins against their team, so you really want to fill all 10 here to keep maximum pressure on the small. And his last 3 strike balls, 6, 7, 7. Better shot. All right. Got that mark in the first shot. That was the key thing there. Finishes at 172 for the team. In order to win this title for Jonah, Sam Small needs to fill 18 pins. 17 pins will do it, as a matter of fact. So mark and 7. Strike here, and he's the winner. There it is. Wow, just a pinch high there the whole way, and it tripped out the 6-pin. That's going to do it. So they were the tournament leaders coming in. Got as low today as -117. And from then, the comeback began with a 420, 450, 4-0, and another 450 to roar all the way to the top seed.
Good job, guys.
Nicely bowled match by both teams. Pick up a nice scholarship check for both juniors as well. Gets them all in the invitationals, gets them in the Tournament of Champions. But in the 10th frame, Small came up big and wins the title. Jonah Seawright, a 5-time handicap champ. Nice job out of all of our teams. That is it for December doubles in 2012. It is main event time, folks. We'll see you in Vegas. We'll give out about $30,000 in the next 7 days. Be there, folks.